the most tired people are babies. And what a baby's doing more than anyone else is growing and developing. So if you're growing, if you're rapidly making progress, you're going to be knackered. That felt like 140 kilos. I'll go 180 next. For a nice sensible jump. And I will also stretch my shoulders a bit. My shoulders a bit tight on that. But we'll use broomstick. You should have done it in your sliders. Should have done it in your sliders instead. Where does this go? If I just do it like, if I just do it like this instead. I mean, you get the audio for definite. You get me breathing quite a lot. I mean, some people might be into that, to be fair. As what? What's that? I see. Yeah, just like weird noises that are like therapeutic. Yeah, maybe. They sound weird. I'm gonna have a weird beard-shaped, a weird microphone-shaped hole in my beard now. And every time I pull it off, I'll have to remember to unclip it and not just pull it straight out. Yeah. Last warm up, nice and quick. .69. So 197.5. I think 4 sets of 2. That's not too bad. 4 sets of 2 reps, 197.5 with a pause. And the eccentric is supposed to be more or less as fast as I can. So like, not actually dropping, because obviously still need to be stable, but as fast as is reasonable. Absorb the force, then back up. It's strange because like, obviously this isn't that high a percent, but it feels it doing this. I mean, I think it's a stupid way of training if your technique's not consistent, because if you drop into it in a bad position, when I say a bad position, I just mean a position you've not trained. If you drop into it then, that's when you get hurt, isn't it? I'm saying that, I best not get hurt now. Right. Well, that was all right. It's all right. The first one, I pitched forwards a little bit. I don't think my feet were quite turned out enough. Second one was fine. Now I'll just rest. That was all right, but it was a bit slow on the way down. Like, a bit more conservative. I don't know if that's just like fatigue or laziness. Maybe just laziness, probably. Panicking, yeah. Yeah. The one.
You go.
Yeah.
You kind of hesitate, like about just after you've started.
Just after the start of the rep.
Yeah, so you start.
Yeah.
You get to that here, and then you kind of stop and then go again.
Right.
It's just like a little judder. It's just your body getting itself into position. But you kind of went.
You're right.
Yeah. You went prepared, and then you went.
Look at this. So that's the green is the start of the rep there.
Yeah.
A little bit, pause.
Yeah.
And down.
Yeah, so it was actually like there.
Yeah.
So you start here and then go and then down again.
I think, I don't know if that's me getting in position or just being lazy.
I'm kind of just doing half of the fast descent.
Yeah, well the thing is, descending straight from the top, I mean you want a fast descent, but it's not the descent that's important, it's the bottom position where you're absorbing the force, so that then you can turn around. Because I'm not doing it for like technique, I'm not doing it to be in like a, obviously you want to be in a good position, but that's not the purpose of this.
Straight from that would feel like, you know, like a character on a game or something at the end.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of dead time on this. Yeah. Do I go to the effort of editing it or just post it like this so it's all just in one? Literally just leave it recording. I think it's half a gig. So I'll just, when I get home, set it to upload or something. Maybe put it a week ahead or something. Who knows? I mean, to be fair, I might not even press publish on it. I might just put it there as a training log, like for myself. Because then it doesn't matter. Like, in a nice way, I don't care if anyone does watch it, because it's just for me, so I can look back on it. And we get filmed so much now in normal life. The only difference is that we're not the ones that have it. Like, if you're in a city or something, you're almost always going to be on a camera somewhere, aren't you? Yeah. So, I mean, to be... Speaking as someone who looks like the most homeless person there is, I literally tore my t-shirt trying to roll the sleeves up earlier. And I got no legs. And I got my microphone attached to my beard. You'd think, like, go to the effort of buying a decent mic and can't trim my beard. Right, last one. I think I was concentrating a bit more. That's going to be a thing, is keeping training and concentrating on training. This is the only downside of this session, is swapping bars and stuff around. Yeah, because so next is RDLs and then it's back to Hatfields. So I'll do them back in the rack, and then after that, split squats, I think. Little, all right. Did you know you can have 2 extra plates on one side before the bar flips? Yeah. So you can take 2 off at a time before the bar slips. Like in a decent width rack, I mean. So next is these Hatfield squats. So it's just 3 sets of 4 again, just at 100. So that's not too bad. Have you done these before?
No.
Do you need me to move stuff?
No, I just want to see if it's a pistol squat.
That's cool. Yeah, that'll do. Ooh. I might need to find somewhere different for these mats to live because I keep slipping on them. And one day it might end badly. And I'll break my leg and the whole gym will burn down and we'll have to close. And that'll be the end for everyone. That did used to be a genuine... Yeah. When I was at uni, I was looking at surgery as an option. Surgery. Working as a surgeon. So at med school, I was looking at doing plastics, like plastic surgery. But my hands, I've got Dupotrons. My dad's got it. I've got Dupotrons, a bit of carpal tunnel. It's like thickening of the tendons in your hand. But lifting, in theory, can make it worse. So there was a point where I was seriously considering the risk reward of like continuing to lift heavy. And then I was like, nah, I don't want to work as a doctor, it's terrible. So I did it for a week and left. Right. Cool. So this time, actually pay attention to the sets and reps. 3 sets of 4. I think this is the 21 kilo bar, but just call it 20 because that's easier than calling it 21. Move these out the way. Always use safeties. I love that sound. You know, the plates rattling. Where he talks about not putting collars on so the plates will rattle.
No, he used to leave a gap between the plates. So it jiggles when you stand up. He's like, talking about it in detail, and he's like, it's really way too much.
Yeah. Like when Arnold talks about the pump. Right then. That was easier than I expected. I suppose it's only the first week of this. So this is a velocity tracker which connects to the bar and uses light to reflect off of the mat to give you various different metrics. And this is the mat it reflects off. I think you could use anything that's reflective, but this is the one that comes with it. So that's what we use. This might be the fastest I've trained. No, just because I'm aware that this is rolling and I don't want it to die. It was, yeah. Hopefully.
you watched that documentary about Arnold, the new one?
The one on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talks about like all his different careers.
Yeah. He's certainly accomplished a lot, hasn't he? Right.
The most impressive being from movie star to politician. Right? That's just the most mental transition. Like, especially for in quotation marks foreigner.
Wait for Jack to stop talking. You what?
We're saying like that transition for
Oh, because he wasn't English speaking to get good enough to act.
especially
Yeah.
not being American.
Yeah.
To being like the governor of California. Nuts.
The only downside to this is walking backwards into the rack and making sure I don't miss it. Fortunately, even though it's uncomfortable weight, it's not a max. Right, let's put these away. I wonder if any of this is picking up you talking, or if the whole thing is just me talking to myself and like half a conversation. It will be, won't it?
That looks like you just look at the camera.
Yeah. Dear camera, how are you? I'm well, thanks for asking. Since we're here, what's the thing?
So yeah, it's just thinking through your imagination.
That's in so many films, isn't it? We need to tell everyone to like and subscribe and comment and give me all your money and everything else so that then I can go live somewhere warm. What's turkey teeth?
You know, like the massive white like Simon Cowell teeth?
Oh, like dentures.
Yeah, like tombstones.
Tombstone.
They look like
What?
individual pieces of chewing gum.
Why is it called turkey teeth?
Because they always get them done in Turkey.
Ah, like the turkey hair.
It's cheaper to get them in
It's like when people's hairline looks like mine, and they come back and the hairline is like here. It's straight across, and it looks like someone's dotted it on with a.
teeth and a new hairline.
Yeah.
That's how it's Turkey. Especially if they're British.
Well, now I can't go to Turkey now, can I? Because if I come back and I've got like a black bit of hair here, and the rest of it's still this colour, and that little black bit's like dead straight as well. No, I haven't had.
I'm going to get hair replacement. I'm going to make it look really unnatural.
Yeah. I mean, if you went bald, would you go with it? Or would you get hair implants? You think about that. I'm just going to do a set. Make some interesting sounds doing that. So yeah, if you were going bald, would you just go bald, or would you get hair implants?
If you catch it soon enough, and you put like 2 weeks off work, so then you didn't see everyone when you were there.
So it,
That bandage around your head.
no. So your problem. It's not about getting the hair transplant. It's about people knowing you've got the hair transplant.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, you want to make it look natural, don't you?
I suppose. Right, split squats. How much weight do I use? 60? 150. Yeah, all right. It does feel weird doing normal split squats after spending so long doing full range of motion ones. Doing normal ones, it feels like cheating. They're great though. Whoever's watching this, you can listen. If any. Hi Mum, hi Vorsey. Those are the two people that'll be watching this. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to pause the rep just as I touch this, but I'm putting this there just in case, so I don't crash my knee straight into the ground. The goal is to do 5 sets of 3 on each side. I'm aware this is not a full range of motion split squat, but that is not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to unilaterally load my legs heavier than I would normally, and it's to absorb the force as I go down. So let's give 100 kilos a go. Right. Right. Jeez. That is disgusting. Let's put my weight on. That seems sensible. That's 100. Go 110. You know what I just realised when I went to pee? I've got a microphone in my beard. I honestly completely forgotten about it. No. If I move my head a bit, I can feel it, but then it feels like when, it's wet outside, so my beard gets heavy with the water. It just feels like that. You what? Does that happen? Yeah. I feel it get heavier, yeah. The worst is when it's like misty, because it's not raining, but then I get in here and it's dripping. Yeah. It's just condensation. Or I've had it before where I've walked in here and there's been ice around the edges. You know when it's been like -3 or 4. Yeah. Yeah. You should have a go at these at some point. It's great fun. Right. Oops. So that's it. Like set. Let's go. Right, let's go. I'm doing this with the exact same setup as I have the last couple of weeks, and it still feels easy. It's supposed to be like an RP 7.5. I don't think I'm even close to that, but I don't want to break myself. So we'll go 120. This is one of those sessions that there's nothing in it that's like spectacular, but it's like just good honest work. There we go. Come on. That's the one. Oh, that's a good weight. I think I'll stick to that. I will stick with that. When I'm doing these, in contrast with the Hatfields, I'm trying to push on these so that I'm pushing that way rather than using it to pull me back up. But at the same time, the important part about this, it's the isometric at the bottom. It does look like I'm just falling into this, but I'm trying to keep tension on my legs as I go down. So this will be set, I believe, set number 4. So that'll be fun. And we've got 120 on the bar. And now you can see my receding hairline as well, which has been the same since I was about 12. Oh. Okay, let's go. Yep. Ooh. All right, come on. I love that. You know when your legs start to spasm? Yeah. It's fun though, isn't it? Unless you know you're doing something at least a little bit right. Whew. I think that's 4. 100, 110, 120, 120. Yeah. One more. Maybe we'll go a bit more. Yeah. We'll go 130 to balance out. Let's set at 100. That'd be nice. Just need to keep it controlled. Take my time between the reps. Brace properly. Yeah, I think this is the last thing for today. Unless there's like ab wheel or something. Whew. I do have ab wheel. I'm going to try and do isometric ab wheel as well. So that's probably going to fall flat on my face.
So
Fast down and then hold. Go to the hospital. Excuse me, sir, you've torn your abdominal wall. How'd you do that? Well, I fell over in an ab wheel. Right, this is my last set. 130 for split squats. Yep. It's a good thing I'm strong enough to do it, because if I wasn't, this would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? I'm nervous again. This hasn't happened for a while. Right, come on. Yeah. Shake your legs again. I wasn't that bad. I think I used my arms more than I should have, to be honest. Cool. And now I'm stuck in the rack. Yeah. My legs feel like jelly, but then my back is pumped from the RDLs. So bending over to get out of the rack. Train, lift weights, it's good for you, you'll feel great. To be fair, I do feel fantastic outside the gym at the minute. It's just during training. Best case scenario. Yeah. Best case scenario is I manage to do the hold and then come back up kneeling. Worst case scenario is I keep going, face plant on the floor, bust my nose and it goes everywhere. At the same time, pop my shoulder out the socket and tear a hamstring. Well, so I accept the risks. Right, let's go. I think I can go lower. Nope. Oh God. Oh, that is the best ab movement anyone has ever done, ever. So we've got 1 rep. So we're doing it kneeling instead. That's it, I'm done. It's literally just 1 set of 3. I always find I'm like disproportionately sore from this. My abs will be sore now for like 6 days from 1 set. It's great. That's that's one thing. I think people make a mistake sometimes in that they think that having a high exercise tolerance is a good thing, but having a high exercise tolerance is not always, because it means you have to do more to get the same progress. So like obviously from the people I've worked with and from what I've read in the literature, my exercise tolerance is really low. So like I get sore really easily, but I also make progress quite easily. But the downside with that is you tend to get lifters that are more prone to getting hurt because you can't handle as much exercise, so that threshold of too much tends to be lower. Whereas when you get someone who's super resilient and has a massive work capacity, they have to do more work. So they often end up more muscular and less prone to injuries by virtue of that they train everything more because they have to. Whereas someone who has got lower tolerance, you just can't train as much. You break, but then you also can make progress. I mean, with the making progress as well, you need to be training smart. If you're just doing random nonsense, then you won't make progress. But like hyper-specific stuff. Well, that's so when you started doing your powerlifting stuff, because you were so detrained in that movement, not detrained, untrained, I should say, because you'd just never done it. You made really fast progress. But I guess something we didn't think about is just how taxing it was on you outside the gym. I mean, that's something lots of people don't think about is you can try and make progress faster, and you can make progress faster, but everything comes at a cost. Like with your body, nothing is free, is it? So if you're... Exactly. But like, I mean, obviously it's not the same thing, but if you think about who the most tired people are, the most tired people are babies. And what a baby's doing more than anyone else is growing and developing. So if you're growing, if you're rapidly making progress, you're going to be knackered. So like it's part of it, but that's fine if you've got the time. So that's why you often see like younger lifters that are at school and college and whatever that make really good progress, but they burn out as soon as they get a real job because then they've got life responsibilities. Right, I'll put this stuff away so I can put my weights away.